Good morning, Cog Squad. Hope you're having the best day ever. I'm not having the best day ever. It's not the end of the world, but I gotta tell you about something that's going on here that, well, I have finally thrown in the towel and have hollered calf rope. I have. Is that a southern saying, hollering calf rope? I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments below if that's, or a common one is, you know, saying uncle or throwing in the towel or, you know, something along that lines. But I just don't think I've heard many people say, you know, calf rope. Calling calf rope. I'd like to know though. Let me know in the comments below. Maybe not just a southern thing. That's a old timer thing. I had a gentleman I used to work with at the car dealership. He was one of our older technicians. And if he worked on a car and got to a point where he just couldn't fix it, you know, just sometimes you just can't fix something. You could hear him, and it was rare. This was rare, but you could hear him in the shop, and he'd say, "Calf rope," which you knew then he's done. He's done. He was at his wit's end, I can tell you.
Cleaning water's out, and it looks like somebody has found where the trough water has run off to. Ernest T is officially, well, he's not taking a bath yet, but he's getting ready.
All right, while we let the horses feed soak, let me go show you what I'm talking about. Well, here we are over here by Bobby C. And Bobby C has got a little issue. It's not really a big issue, it's just a little issue. I noticed the other day when Brooke was driving Bobby C that this track on this right-hand side up here at the top right here was just slap full of hydraulic fluid. It was all right here, it was running all down. And I thought, man, oh man, do we have a leak. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I looked and I looked and I looked some more. You would think as much hydraulic fluid as I saw right here that it'd be an easy leak to find. It wasn't. So finally, I got Brooke to get in there. She started moving the bucket up and down and stuff, and I kept looking. I knew it was over here. There is a tiny pinhole on this hose that's not focusing right here. I don't know why, but anyways, there's a tiny pinhole on this hose right here. So I was like, well, good, I found the leak. Let's just see how hard this hose is to get off. I climbed up here, right here, and I found the hose up here. This right here is the hydraulic filter assembly, and if you look right here, this 90, right here, that is the hose. I thought, well, up here, that ain't gonna be no problem getting it off up there. But finding it coming down through here and coming through here, I can't get to it right there. I thought, well, definitely gotta lift the cab up. So that's what we did. We lifted the cab up, and this, every time I do this, it reminds me of that old toothpaste commercial. I can't remember what, or toothbrush commercial, about, you know, trying to get to your back teeth and you don't have a flip top lid. It's kind of what this reminds me of. But I got this cab up, and it's got a lock on it. Got it locked in, and I'm under here looking and looking and looking. And lo and behold, I found the hose, and I was like, goodness gracious, it's right there on top. This is not gonna be hard at all. And you know, I kind of went ahead and did this one first because I thought this was gonna be the hardest one. The one up top's easy, there's nothing there. Little 90, unscrew it off the filter, we'll be done. Well, let me just tell you, that is not the case. I don't know which human being designed this thing right here. Some engineer comes in and creates this thing, puts it together, and they never, ever, ever think about the farmer or the mechanic that has to work on this thing when something happens. All right, I gotta climb up here, y'all. Okay, so this is the one I gotta take off. So I go unscrew this nut right here. This nut screws off you get about 2-3 turns out of it and it stops. Well, when it stops, it will not go back any further because the way this elbow's made. Which means it's not off the threads on the filter housing. So I cannot get this off. It will not come off. So I thought, well, I see another nut right here where this hose right here is connected to this elbow. So I'll get this nut off. And guess what? You ain't got much room. Hardly any room. So then I thought, well, maybe I can take this out. So I loosened this up, went to take this out. Well, guess what? It hits right here because it's underneath this piece. This don't come off. This is part of the whole body. So actually to get this out, you have to take this out. I can't get this out because of this. And to get this out, I really need to take this out. You see the dilemma? It's like a paradox. You know what I mean? I thought to myself, well, now I got to call Mr. Greg and see if I can borrow his trailer, because I don't know if anybody had come here to work on this thing. And Brooke said, I think I know somebody. There's a place called Ken's Diesel. He does diesel work like this. He also, his main job though is fixing 18-wheelers and stuff on the side of the road on the interstate. But he does do this, and he is going to, when he has a chance, he's a busy fella. He's gonna come over here. He's gonna see if he can get the hose off, take the hose off for me. I'm gonna go get it made, then bring it back. And then he's gonna come back, put it on there, we're gonna fill it up and be done. So that's the issue we got going on with Bobby C and why I have hollered calf rope. And I hate giving up on something, but there's a point in time that you have to realize you're not getting anywhere anymore and you're gonna have to get some help. Which has put a little damper on some projects around here that we're wanting to use Bobby C for. One in particular is dealing with the horses in the horse pasture, and one I haven't even told Brooke about. All right, let's get the horses taken care of this morning. Come on, y'all, let's eat. Come on.
You ready to eat this morning, aren't you, girl? All right, let's get you fixed up. There you go. Got a little windblown look. I pulled the rubber band out of your bangs this morning. Got to get another one.
Let's go see what Mama's up to, and I want to show her my newest, latest, greatest idea once Bobby C gets fixed, okay? Okay. Holly, look at that thing right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Don't wake her up now. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't see Brooke anywhere. Let's see. The light's off in the milk room. No? Not in the milk room. Let's go look around back. There, little duckling. She's not back here playing with these guys. And I don't see her out here anywhere. She's not out there hanging out with the cows. And I don't see her hanging out over here with Peaches and Pocket. There ain't no telling. Hey girl, how you doing? I came over here to find Mama, and I found this thing right here instead. I could not resist. No, I could not resist Miss Jessie right here. No, I could not. I even left my camera over there in the barns. We're using the phone. So I got a lot of wind noise. That don't matter, does it? Yeah, everybody loves some Jessie time. They do. I got honey right. You want to come get some love in here? You want to get some? Say honey. Come on. Come on, atta girl. Yeah. There you go, honey. Yeah. Well, I got things I need to do on this in the barn anyways, my daily stuff. So get that taken care of. I'll go find Brooke when I get done. Then I'll show you and Brooke my grand scheme, my grand idea over yonder. Once we get Bobby C fixed. Boss lady taking a nap, catching the breeze coming out of the door there, but I do have her fan going, and I do got the big fan going up yonder. Got all the doors open, so it's a good bit of airflow happening in the barn. Don't want to wake her up though, but I gotta clean this stall up because Pocket has a designated area where she goes. Actually, she's got 3. This is one. She didn't go inside last night, thank goodness. I left the door open, so she did all her business outside. And we'll start leaving the door open when it gets warm like it has been. When it's cool, we do shut the barn door up. Don't mind me, boss lady. I'm just cleaning up stalls, girl. Cleaning up stalls. Speaking of boss lady, if you didn't catch the live stream or the little short I posted a couple of days ago, was Peach's 11th year gotcha day anniversary. 11 years ago, this beautiful young lady right here came into our lives and has just completely changed our lives and our farm forever. Love her to the moon and back. Absolutely do. A friend of ours who was a big mentor of ours back in the day, loved animals as much as we did. She had lots of animals. That was one of my biggest horse riding buddies back in the day. Lots of animals. We got several goats from her in the past, turkeys, chickens. Oh gosh, there's no telling. But I won't forget, we went over to their house and they have gotten 3 pot-belly pigs, 2 black ones and 1 pink and black one, which was the lovely one over there. And I just had so much fun and enjoyment bottle feeding Peaches as a little baby. And oh, I just fell in love with her. And she could tell it. And the next day she contacted Brooke and said, I would love to give Peaches to Jason. And I'm glad I said yes. Hey Peach, I wanted to let you know that old Bobby C's down for the count, girl. Yeah. I tried to fix myself. I tried. I did. I absolutely tried, but I spent 3 days on Bobby C. So we're probably gonna have to dip into that petty cash drawer, okay? Well, y'all look at there. Somebody decided to get under the fan. That should be a lot better right there, girl. I do have the other fans ordered. They just have not shown up yet. They should be here probably middle of this week. Any of y'all know where Mama went off to? Any of y'all? Goodness gracious. Glad to find her. Yeah. Glad to find her, babies. Yeah. Hey, Miss Laura. Ooh, before I figure out where Brooke is, I want to let y'all know about the new kids video if you don't already know about it. It is up on the kids channel, which is Cog Hill Farm for Kids. It is up. I love it. It's one of my favorite ones. If you haven't seen it, or if you got children or grandchildren, y'all be sure to go check that out. Cog Hill Farm for Kids. And I got some help with the kids video. I got a good friend of mine who's an amazing editor who's helping me edit the kids videos. So hopefully this frees me up where I can put out more a month. My ultimate goal is to get 2 kids videos out a month. And once we hit that goal, maybe we can increase it to 3, but we'll see. But there's a kids video out. Check it out, and I certainly appreciate y'all. All right, Brooke, I have not told you what I wanted to do over here. And I know we got to get Bobby fixed.
Oh, boy, do we.
But this was my plan. We were about to get started on the horse fence on this side over here.
Yeah, I started taking T-post clips off, thinking I was going to pull the post up.
Yep. Yeah, our goal is to put the split rail fencing in sections. We were gonna start going down this side over here with it and get that done. And then save up a little bit and get ourselves prepared, then do another little section. And I was out here and I was either walking Maggie, brushing Maggie, cleaning Maggie's hooves, or I was about to saddle Maggie. And then I thought, man, I would like to have somewhere that I could just saddle Maggie up and maybe do a couple of circles with her, or if I wanted to lunge her, anything like that before maybe went on a ride. And I thought, you know what would be great, especially if Dr. D came and we needed to separate a horse. So we're gonna go right down yonder with the
Follow that
horse fit.
road.
So I thought, well, this is just kind of right here is just kind of dead space right here, you know. What if we came off somewhere over here with that fence? Come off here, and then we can go down there and have this little area separate. This little
Like a
section,
little pen area.
like a little pen area. If we
Oh,
needed to separate a horse because it was sick or was colicking, if Dr. D needed to come and float their teeth, we could do it over. You know, it's a lot of options that we could do
right.
here versus, you know, the kind of the way it is now. Kind of wasted space, actually.
And they can keep the grass down over here.
That could keep the grass down over here.
Well, that's going to be gone eventually.
Yes, that's going to be gone.
So we won't complete that fence area until we tear that down anyway.
Right.
And we certainly don't want to block ourselves out of there, but I think that's a good idea.
Well, good. I'm glad you're on board. And like I said, I was going to mention that to you because we were going to get started on this fence and might as well put this in at the same time.
Yeah, we can. We can continue on off that post and, you know, just come on down. And
Right.
like I said, I don't want to block ourselves out of being able to tear that down.
Right.
But we got to get, you know, somewhere for them to go first.
Yep.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
First step is getting Bobby C fixed.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be sooner
I've been
than
hanging
later.
my head about Bobby C.
All right, good deal. Thank you, Brooke.
I'm going to free myself up and cut some grass. I cut grass 7 days ago.
Gosh, it feels like it was 3.
Today was 7 days ago. So it's time.
Well, it was time for some new blades on that zero turn, and I also grease it every time we use it, and so went ahead and knocked that out for Brooke and got her new blades on there, and she ready to roll. And y'all, I cannot stress this enough, and I just told Brooke this. This is my favorite tool I own. If you're used to greasing a lot of equipment, this right here is like owning a Ferrari of grease guns versus a Yugo of grease guns. Y'all, I'm telling you, I mean, I bought this off eBay with like a busted box, and it was half the price. But this thing is worth its weight in gold right here. I'm telling you. I don't know what other brands are like. This is just all my batteries are DeWalt, and that's why I try to get all DeWalt stuff. But if you're ever on the fence of buying a battery-powered grease gun, I'm telling you, if this one broke down, if I dropped this and it broke in 1,000 pieces and I couldn't fix it, I'd pay full price for it. That's how much I love this tool right here. It's unreal. It's so fast and so easy. This thing reminds me of us when we got the pole driver. And you're like, oh my goodness, I couldn't have a farm without it. If you grease like I do, because I grease, I'm a greaser. I'm no doubt a greaser. I just want to take care of my stuff because I want it to last as long as it can. And I grease all the time. All right, Holly, let's go show the Cog squad something over here. Here we are over here in the big garden area, and this is where we planted that sun hemp and the flowers and the beans on that plot. But this plot has got the sun hemp in it, and y'all look at this. It is starting to come up. Look at it. You can see it all out through there. Now, the other garden plot over there, I don't see anything coming up over there yet. I knew the sun hemp would come up before that plot would. It's just that sun hemp's just a totally different animal. It is some aggressive stuff right there now. But probably the best summertime or warm season cover crop you can grow. Well, something caught my eye over here in the other garden plot. Now I don't see it. Where, there it is, right there. You'll see it? That is going to be a sunflower right there coming up. And I thought I saw another one down there. So this bed is starting to come to life as well. Look, there they are right there. See them? Sunflowers. Right there. I want to give y'all an update of what's going on over here in the side garden. Of course, I know about the roses, and they're just still going crazy right now. It's absolutely unreal at these roses. And I want to show you what else I got going on over here. Got some new stuff and some new stuff blooming. Had a few of these pots around here, and I wanted to plant these guys up. So I bought some perennials from Petals, and I think it just, I don't know, just wanted some different color besides pink. I wanted some blues and some purples and some whites, and these are perennials, so when they're done, except I do have some annuals like that, but when they're done, I'm going to put them in this bed over here. Speaking of this bed, look at these gorgeous daylilies right here. I don't know which variety this is. I had several people over the years, followers, gift me lilies. I got one called a Paul Bryant. I don't think this is it. It might be. I just can't remember. But I got this one blooming. I got another one down here that's beautiful blooming. Mr. Phillip gives me daylilies too, so they may come from Mr. Phillip. Right there. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how big that lily is. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous over here. But I wanted to show y'all the daylilies blooming. And I wish y'all could smell it. I wish I could, you know, put some smell through the camera for you guys. You could just smell these roses, but it's just a sea of roses. And I don't think the camera really shows how big this is. I don't know, my hand, does my hand give you any size to judge it with? I just don't, or some perspective. Now that kind of gives it a little perspective, doesn't it? Look at it. I mean, come on. Isn't that gorgeous? Drift roses. Might be the easiest rose I ever grown. I have never grown Peggy, so I got Peggy. We're gonna grow it this fall, but this is crazy. And this is a bush rose, more of a shrub rose. Peggy's more of a climber or a rambler, but look at this. Unreal, y'all, unreal. And you can see that the American pillars are just about bloomed out right here. I'll start deadheading these guys, and I need to spray, not today, but tomorrow. I'll spray these for the mildew tomorrow, and I'll keep an eye out on it. We may kind of, I have been back, and I've been doing it every 10 days now on my spraying with the Gravix 20 for the mildew on these guys. But oh my goodness. Oh, it smells so good. Now I will say, it does, it smells wonderful. These are not even considered a fragrant rose. It's very slight, but when you got this many, it smells really good. Now I can't imagine if this was for real, like a tea rose or something that had that style or that much scent to it, it'd probably knock you down, but it's awesome. Well, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with Brooke and myself today and all the animals. I wanted to give y'all a Lieutenant Dan update. He is growing like a darn weed, isn't he, y'all? Look at this fella. Oh my goodness, I think he's as big as the rest of the cats here on the farm now. He's a big fella, and missing that one wheel don't stop him at all. No, does it, buddy? You want to get down? You want to tell everybody bye? You want down? You can get down if you want to. You can get down if you want to. You can stay up here. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Well, he's probably got my microphone covered up, but we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for everything. Catch you guys on the next one. Hope you had the best day ever. Tell him, Lieutenant Dan, y'all be good. Love you, buddy. Love you, buddy.